Hello, Daphne. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you. Good
Yeah.
morning.
I was concerned that the link wasn't working because normally there are people already in the meeting by the time I log in at 9. And I'm glad to see you all joining. This is wonderful.
We only have a few days left, right, for
I
this one?
know. For this one, yeah. And we'll start again on May 1st. And I'm kind of tossing around the idea of having like a theme to our next 30 days. The one that I sort of was bouncing around was abundance because I've been reading and looking up some stuff about abundance and it's I don't know, it's really helpful. So I thought maybe I could share some of that for the next month. Ooh, Madeline likes it.
That sounds great. You know, I'm in for whatever whatever kind of meditation you want to do. But I have to just give a shout out to these silent meditations. I mean, they're so valuable. Like it's kind of funny, that we just sit in silence together. But it's been a great practice for me just to do that. So just wanted to
That's
just
so great. And I really appreciated your email too. Thank you for letting me know that. Um yeah, I like them too. And I kind of don't want to mess with it. I also would like there to be an opportunity at some point to introduce you all to a couple of other different. I mean, like a walking meditation can be really useful for people that have trouble sitting still. And also, I find sometimes that, like, when I'm just having trouble sitting still one day, sometimes it's good to do something that's a little bit more active. As it's kind of like as long as your mind gets focused on one thing, you are able to sort of drop into that more meditative state. So, ideally, you sort of let go of the body and you just sit there silently, but it can also work, or at least I guess if there's like a sliding scale of how far into that meditative state you are, it can be better than, living your everyday life to do something like a writing meditation where you're writing the same thing over and over again. It sort of like hones you in on one phrase or one thought in a way that if you're feeling really agitated trying to sit still, you might have more trouble focusing in on something singular than if you have like a physical activity associated with it. And it's the same thing with the walking meditation. You can kind of like focus on moving one foot after the other and getting in that sort of rhythm. It can kind of bring your mind to that sort of like single pointed focus, in a way that sometimes if you're feeling antsy, just sitting down, you can be sort of like, my elbow itches and my eyelid is twitching and I'm hungry. And, and you start thinking about all these different things because you're trying not to think about any of them. Whereas if you're, doing the walking meditation, you're focusing on one foot after the other. And so it's like it brings your mind into fewer thoughts. I don't know if that
Yeah.
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I hear you. And I've done, I mean, I did like a meditation class a long time ago, and walking meditation was part of it. And I really did enjoy it. Like I can still remember focusing in on the leaves that I saw, as I was walking through the park. Like it really, I was so hyper aware of just my surroundings in this very wonderful way. So I get it. I guess it's just that the silent meditation is more challenging for me. And I had like one moment where it was like a second during this time together where I was like, oh my God, that was it, and then I just, so I know it's there, but the whole
Yeah.
rest of the time, other than that 1 second, I think I'm the fidgety one, or like I catch myself just starting to do something and I'm like, wait, I'm meditating, I can't do that. But so I'm all for the walking for all the other ones too, if I because I enjoy that for sure.
Well, I will try to figure out a way because I do think you're right. I think that there's a big value, and I'll see what everyone else kind of thinks too. If anyone wants to send me your thoughts, you've got my email address. So if anyone wants to, try something different, let me know. Maybe we can incorporate it into this sometimes, or maybe we can even create something else, or I could even like make a video and just post it in the group, and you all could try it on your own time. I do really love writing meditations. I don't know if anyone has ever done, like there was one time that I don't know if we've talked about the word Om, like the Indian, like the Hindu, it's sort of like a sacred sound, Om. And it's sometimes it's spelled OM, sometimes it's spelled AUM, and then there's a symbol for it that I'm sure you've seen. it is supposed to be like the beginning, the middle, and the end of sound is all represented in that one word. And that's what makes it sacred. There's a lot of sonic and vibrational stuff in Hindu philosophy and theology. And I made like an Om symbol and then wrote Om around it again and again and again and again. And it took like hours to fill the page because you just write it really small. But it makes this beautiful design and you can put it on your wall. And it's sort of like, it sort of holds like the vibrations of all of that energy that you put into it. And it can be a really beautiful process. And so that's something that I'd like to share with you all eventually at some point, is, you know, picking a phrase or a symbol or something and doing a writing meditation with it. But I do think you're right that there's something just really special about these 15 minutes that we have together each day. And speaking of which, it is 9:07. So let's go ahead and start to let go of some of those thoughts. And just sort of bring ourselves into center. Whatever's happening for the rest of the day or the week or month or year will happen without us worrying about it or thinking about it. So we can just let that go. Just focus on the air coming in and out of your body with each breath. And choosing a thought or a phrase or a sensation or an image to be your anchor for the next 15 minutes. Om. Coming back into the world, back into your life in the present moment. And today's quote is cute. It's from Winnie the Pooh. It is, life is a journey to be experienced, not a destination to be reached. And I will leave you with that for today. Have a great day, everybody.
Thanks, everybody. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Bye.